You playing with Nala? She's playing with a toy, or what's left of a toy. Oh, they're silly, aren't they, Banana? I got a can of Coke in my hand. I was just open it. No Dalmatians are gonna knock it down. Yeah, no Dalmatians are gonna knock it down. Good girl, yeah. Yeah. My little superstar. Yeah. So I feel marginally more human. I've had a little bit of a sleep. And I just, by filming a little bit of this morning and uploading it the same day, I'm like out of sync. So now I'm kind of back in sync in that I'm filming the day before. So yeah, it was interesting yesterday speaking to other people in other breeds, and them sort of saying what often happens. Oh, you're gonna knock over my can of Coke, Pumpkin. You are a bad dog, Pumpkin. You're a naughty girl. You're a naughty girl, yes. You can stay by there, see? YouTube can see you. They can see how pretty you are. Did you get the toy pumps? Did you get the toy Pumpkin? Pumpkin pie. So yeah, like different breeds have predispositions to different things. And I will say, I've watched 2 open shows now, and I've watched the GSPs, and they aren't very confident show dogs. Now, whether it's the dogs, the handlers, or whether it's just something in the particular breeding lines they've got, it'd be interesting to watch. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that progresses. And then I thought, as promised, I'd kind of talk a little bit comparing GSP puppies to Dalmatian puppies. And again, I can only speak to the one GSP puppy so far. But she is so calm, so chilled. You Phoebe? What a go? Bit of what's left of a toy. Oh, Raven, you knocked my can of Coke over as well. She just takes it all in her stride. Like, don't get me wrong, she has a little run and a little play. She's not like horizontal. She's not dead to the world. But she goes to these shows, meets lots of different people, lots of different dogs, goes to walks, meets lots of different people, different dogs. She's the same dog everywhere you take her. She's polite so far when she sees other dogs, so she just calmly walks up to them, head slightly lower, slightly more, slightly submissive, but still wanting to go and say hello. And it's just very, very polite. So she's not rushing up on other dogs, and she's not shying away from other dogs. She just calmly walks up to them. And there's some dogs yesterday that, you could see the owners didn't want her to approach. So I didn't walk away from them, but I just held her on a slightly shorter lead so she couldn't greet them. And she had no lead frustration. She wasn't lunging and pulling towards the other dog. She just accepted that, okay, I can't go and see that one. But what I didn't want to do is like, oh, you can't see that one, so we've got to go away. Because I thought that was sort of creating a little bit of a negative association to some dogs. And I think one certainly would have been okay. But the owner was going into the ring and didn't want to wind the dog up or upset the dog or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like, it's good for her to know that she can't meet every single dog. But there were plenty of dogs she met yesterday. And Helen would be jealous because she met rough collies as well. So yeah, she is incredibly calm, incredibly chilled out compared to the Dalmatian puppies. I'd say Nala was the closest to her for the calmness as a puppy, but I think even Nala was a little bit more bouncy running round. Where are you all gone, guys? Come on, out of the long grass so people can see you. Hey guys, what have I got? I got Beastie coming as well. Budward! Wow, don't go on my lap, Judith. I'll zoom out now. You all come to meet me properly. Stinka dinka winka. Yeah, so I'd say Nala was probably the closest. You're gonna look at me weird now because I'm on the floor. Hello, Beastie. Hello, Beast. Hello. I gotta put your fly mask on them now. Flies are irritating your eyes. Yeah. And I'm not zooming in, by the way. This is how close I am. Sitting down. Get out of the way of him, Mike, because he's a bit ignorant black. He might actually squish me. So yeah, she's very, very calm. Now, trainability wise, she's got the same amount of food drive as the Dalmatians, so that is easy. She had lots of bait off different people, and it was really funny, like some of them, because they were showing people, were asking her and getting her to stand and stack, which was good. And then once she realised that person had a treat, she was just like sitting in front of them, like, you know, she's got an automatic sit pretty much at the minute. So she is very, very trainable. Jude's on guard. But I would say, like, I don't find the Dalmatians particularly untrainable. What I'd say is that the minute she is picking things up faster, but I click a train and the clicker is attached to my lanyard along with my whistle, and guess which puppies had hold of my whistle? There's your pumpkin teeth marks on my whistle. But anyway, yeah, I got a clicker on me, and it's the first time I've really dedicated and stuck to the clicker training. Aria, don't hump on YouTube. You're naughty. You're naughty. Yeah, you're naughty. I know, your daughter, she's naughty, Nala. Okay, your daughter, she's naughty. So, does she pick things up? I would say she picks up things slightly quicker than the Dalmatians. But does she pick them up quicker? Budward, because of the clicker. Does she pick things up quicker because, you know, the more I train dogs and puppies, the better I get, the better my timing gets? Or is it just a combination of all three? As in, she is slightly more intelligent than the Dalmatians, so she would pick things up slightly quicker. I'm a better trainer, so she's picking things up slightly quicker. The clicker training, so she's picking up things slightly quicker. So it's probably a mixture, if I'm honest. And yeah, she's just sweet and easy. Like, you know, slight puppy bitey phase, but nothing really. I don't know why Raven's walking around Beast then. Jude's on guard behind me. Pumpkin's after a butterfly. Pod will be gutted because that's what Pod's after too. You know, it's quite interesting in that way. She's been a very, very easy puppy. Very easy. She's moulded in and fitted into this pack like she was born here. But I do think, like, I've got a very nice and established pack as well. You know, it was clearly My banana's the boss. My banana, yeah. So Nala's the boss. And then Aria and Jude are incredibly maternal. And they spent a lot of time washing her, looking after her, nannying her, especially Aria. And when she first came, like, Pod was mostly created because I had 1 or 2 girls in season at that time. So she didn't spend much time with Pod initially, but as soon as Pod was released, they were friends and playing, because Pod loves playing. Like, if there's something to do, something to be busy with, Pod's doing it. So yeah, in that way she's just moulded and fitted in. Raven had to learn to play with her, how to play with her, and she's still not super playful with her, I will say, but Pumpkin is. Because Raven just she's quite, like, noisy, and it does worry her a little bit, like worry Phoebe a little bit, because what are you doing? Is it gone, Pumps? Pumpkin pie. She's taken a little bit more interest in the ducks now. So I'm just keeping an eye on that, monitoring that. She's not allowed to, obviously. But other than that, she's not super drivey at the minute. She's young, I know. So I mean, I'm sure that'll come. Okay, Rose? Right, can you, like, have a fuss a little bit further away from me so I can film you? She's like, no, I'm going now, man. I love how Nala is just my girl. So yeah, I think I'm going to spend like half hour more or so out here, go in and feed them, and then see if I'm up for a walk, and if I'm not, I'll just come back out here and let them self-exercise for today, because I am wrecked. Like, that's the trouble with the rheumatism, is like, oh, she's chasing shadows of birds then. Yeah, it's just like one long day, and it takes me 2 to 3 days to truly recover, and then it hasn't helped that my wrist is particularly bad, so I'm not sleeping very well either. And I know I want to have nightmares, but I did wake up with a nightmare last night. So it's quite unusual for me, I will say. Like, I don't normally dream, really, not that I remember, but I woke up with a nightmare, so that was fun. Looking for butterflies and shadows, Pod is. And so is Pumpkin. Pumpkin and Pod are very similar. Yeah. Funny old day. The wind drops and the sun comes from behind the clouds. It's lovely. And then it can go quite chilly when the wind picks up again. But I might try and get Phoebe down to Kenvig soon. See if she can go swimming. She quite likes water. I'll take her with Pod, because I think I owe him a fun day out. She's had 2 studio days in the last week and a show. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. I shall see you all soon. Bye.